Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the WMMA 5 series Pride 11 on a Tuesday, not on a Monday, as coronavirus be damned. We're going to give you guys a lot of content on the channel. That is really the plan here. I want to say this whole week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to say Saturday, but at least just the weekday. We'll just keep it for that. We're going to at least have something on the channel. It might not be something as far as like WMMA 5. It might be something like some gameplay footage, some other old stuff. Who knows? Just be some stuff that I just haven't gotten around to doing in a while. Stuff like that. As far as and also too, I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, the retrospective series and stuff like that. A little nervous about the retrospective series, to be honest, because of the 2 copyright strikes. So I'm going to be a little cautious on that. Might not even put it on hiatus until those strikes have come up, but that was just a little thing to kind of show everyone to be like, wow, what the fuck's going on this Tuesday? That's why. We're going to do things pretty much, watch out for this week, and pretty much I want to say throughout this whole coronavirus thing, because really it's been going on. Obviously, everybody kind of knows it's a big goddamn global pandemic, pretty much. But, it's just a thing where I was just catching up on a lot of stuff, just like watching and reading. Wasn't really recording. But now, it seems like it's going to be more, it's going to keep on going. So we might as well put out a lot of content while we have the free time. So, we have Pride 11, Battle of the Rising Sun here, the show, as we have some news. We have some new signees. Obviously, Gilbert Yaivo, which everyone's pretty much saw probably before we even got there. As that's going to be nice to see. And my big favorite in just MMA lore and in K1 lore, Alistair Overeem, the Demolition Man. That poor man just gets knocked the fuck out. Just the brutal knockouts. 2 and 4. So that's always it's kind of a fun fight. Alistair Overeem is going to be in the picture, and it's going to be in the fight. Someone's either going to knock him out, or he's going to knock the guy out. So and that's huge for the heavyweight division as well. I think Gilbert, he might be, he's heavyweight too. So, pretty much 2 Dutch. Well, we got one from Holland and one from the Netherlands, but still 2 Dutch kickboxing. Really Muay Thai for Alistair Overeem. I think Gilbert Yaivel's always Muay Thai too. So yeah, that's cool. So 2 guys from, I believe they're also on the same team. I think they're on Golden. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, that's awesome. Carlos Barreto extended his deal. Chuck Liddell and Theodore Ortiz. Chuck Liddell beat Tweedo Ortiz. I think it was in the first round knockout. We can quickly look. Yep, first round. So that was cool. That was awesome. Obviously a little sooner than what they really did in the fight. Once they actually, I think it was the UFC 42, I want to say. So a little sooner than what it usually, when it actually happened, but awesome. At least Chuck Liddell won. As rings approach Pete Williams, that was a thing, we'll try to sign Pete Williams. We'll kind of see how it goes. Obviously, he signed an exclusive, so we gotta wait for that. The Dan Severn Volkan fight, Dan Severn won by the unanimous decision, but Dan Severn failed the drug test, so I want that. We also have Rodrigo Gracie, our actual, another Gracie. We have in middleweight fighter as well, so there's another Gracie. I think we have 3 now. Oh no, we have 4 now. Yeah, we got Hoist, Renzo, Ryan, and Rodrigo. So that, obviously, we'll see how it goes with them, as he's gonna fight, as you see there, Fedor Emelianenko at Prime 12. Hey, that's not gonna end well. As Carlos Newton, he left to Team Tompkins, and Allen goes extended his deal, and Instant Inoue joined Lions Den. I thought that was interesting, and extended his deal. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, that's the news so far. I will just select all and just not do Sakuraba. Obviously, we want to Sakuraba, please come back. As delete. Before we get into the actual show, though, I want to see that this Frank Trigg Matt Hughes card. Obviously, main event Frank Trigg Matt Hughes. That'd be a hell of a fight. But all the way down to the opener, at the opening prelims fight, Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen. Man. Just giving it away in the year 2000 instead of building it up. I'm assuming Anderson Silva's going to win. Chael Sonnen, he's actually not really good in the mod. I think he's 3-0. Never mind. I thought he lost to someone. I don't know. I think Anderson Silva actually lost. Yeah, he's 3-1, but I forget who he lost to. Yeah. It was a good fight, though. Yeah, I mean, well, that's gonna be interesting. See how that plays out. But I just thought that was interesting. It was obviously one of the most, I want to say, influential fights of the last decade. Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. But all right, without further ado, let's run the show. As and obviously the Pride 11 Battle of the Rising Sun card. For those not familiar, Nobuyuka DeCada and Ogawa. Two fucking Japanese talents in the main events in Kinki, which is Ogawa's hometown. I believe actually maybe both Nobuyuka DeCada's and Ogawa's, fucking homeland, home city. But because I'm 1,000% positive rather that Ogawa is from Osaka, but DeCada I'm not. Can we look real quick? Yokohama. Yeah. Ogawa's Osaka. So Jeremy Horn and Hoist Gracie. Jeremy Horn's Pride debut, Hoist Gracie. That's going to be a hell of a fight. Mark Coleman, Don Frye. That's just as America as it gets right there. That's going to be awesome. As Guy Metzger, Renzo Gracie. Obviously, Renzo trying to bounce back after getting fucking destroyed by Vanderlei Silva. Mike Bork and Trey Tellingman. That's going to be an interesting fight, too. They might stand up and throw some shots. And then Rich Franklin and Yoji Anjo. That's just a fight for Rich Franklin to beat Yoji Anjo to get us pop-up. And then the prelims, Alexander Otsuka and Quinton Rampage Jackson and Akira Shoji versus Ricardo Arona. Awesome. All right. So, yeah, 3-4, 4-0 in Pride, 2-0 as far as in Pride for Ogawa. Heavyweight fight. Former 2-time Fighter of the Year, Hoist Gracie. Yeah, lost his undefeated status via the decision from Sakuraba at the Grand Prix Finals show. Yoji Anjo making his Pride debut. And, Mark the Hammer Coleman coming off his absolute... he destroyed Alexander Otsuka. I can't believe he didn't finish the fight. But, still, that's going to be interesting to see for him and Don Frye. And Enzo Gracie looking to rebound after that brutal KO loss that we talked about against Vanderlei Silva. So Ogawa and DeCada, as far as in Pride goes, 9 for Ogawa, 13th for DeCada. As not really too high as far as this is going to be an easy kind of win for Ogawa. Really, as far as the betting odds go, the reach advantage. He's a tall motherfucker too. 6'4". That's a big Japanese man. That's gonna be awesome to see. He's gonna. I think Ogawa's gonna knock him out, to be honest. So Jeremy Horn, Hoist Gracie, as Jeremy Horn's debut. Betting odds are a huge margin for Jeremy Horn. Both guys have finished 3 of their last 5 opponents, or at least Hoist Gracie submitted them. Jeremy Horn either knocked him out at TKO. Jeremy Horn is ranked 10th in the middleweight world, and then in Pride, and then Gracie's ranked 15th. Oh, I guess it didn't skip. There we go. Mark the Hammer Coleman and Don Frye. They fought in the main event of Pride, at UFC 10. The tournament in 1996 when Mark Coleman won by TKO. Don Frye submitted 4 of his last 5 opponents. Mark Coleman is, obviously Hammer House, really fucking trainee and really founder, as Don Frye has an overall record of 2-0 against other current members of that team, which is obviously kind of weird because, obviously Mark Coleman won in 1996. Don Frye hasn't won a fight since 1997. That's huge. That's a long-ass time. Hopefully he'll get a win here. But Mark Coleman's ranked 6th in the heavyweight world in Pride. Don Frye's ranked 15th. So the Sandman, Metzger, Enzo Gracie. Gracie's submitted 3 of his last 5. Both fighters are world-ranked light heavyweights. Gracie's 16th, Metzger's 21. As Metzger trains at the Lions Den, which Enzo Gracie's 2-0 against the other current members of that team. First time they have fought. Metzger with a 7-inch reach advantage. It's actually split down the middle from the staff picks. Guy Metzger, I mean, he's got a big weight advantage, he's got the reach advantage. We'll see how that goes. Renzo Gracie, we're going to see how he looks bouncing back after getting knocked the fuck out by Vanderlei Silva. As the Rhino, Mike Bork and Trey Trauma Tellingman, as, this is Tellingman hasn't won a fight since January of 98. First time they have fought. Tellingman is a huge favorite in the betting odds, as Tellingman is ranked 8th. In the heavyweight world, as Bork is ranked 14th. As the final main show fight, Rich the Ace Franklin versus Yoji Mr. 200. And Joe, as Rich Franklin's ranked 16th in the middleweights in Pride. It was Yoji Andrew's 19th. This is Yoji Andrew's debut. He's going to get his fucking ass kicked by Rich Franklin. As Alexander Otsuka, Quinton Rampage Jackson. It's going to be Quinton Rampage Jackson is going to look to murder this poor man. And this poor man has went through a lot so far with the Igor fight, with the Mark Coleman fight. We're going to see how he does with Quinton Rampage Jackson. I don't think it's going to go well, as Otsuka hasn't won since October of 98. And then, Akira Shoji and the Brazilian Tiger, Ricardo Arona. Arona has a significant weight and height advantage with the reach, as this is his debut, and the betting lines have him as a huge favorite. Alright, here we go. Akira Shoji, Ricardo Arona in Osaka. As here we go. Our referee, our judges. Round 1 begins. Shoji throws a 1-2, but Arona was equal to it. Arona quickly shoots in on Akira Shoji, which is a takedown successful. He almost gets side control, but he has to settle for half guard. Arona pounds away, but Shoji is in trouble by the strikes. Shoji attempts to get some separation in order to try to stand, but he can't. Arona throws a few strikes, but is clearly slowing things down so that he can catch his breath. Shoji gets some separation and tries to scramble for position. He may regret that choice, as it gives Arona the perfect opportunity to get side control. Arona uses side control to hit a knee just above the hip, which Arona throws a few strikes, but it's clearly, slowing things down so he can catch his breath. Shoji takes a knee straight to the ribs from under side control. Arona punches down at Shoji, but they are easily taken on the gloves. Shoji tries to do a sweep from the bottom of side control, but he doesn't budge. Arona hits a knee strike to the ribs, so he's really just kneeing him in the stomach, really. He's not really landing anything as far as with his hands goes. He's trying to get mount. He shifts the mount. Arona fires away with punches, but Shoji doesn't take any undue damage. Shoji tries to roll Arona, but only succeeds in giving up his back. Oh no! Tries to hook him in. He's blocking him now, as he's trying to get the hooks, but Shoji's at least, he's trying to fight off. As, Shoji turns Arona over and twists around, ending up on top in his guard. Oh, wow. Wow, as now Shoji's in control, punching down on Arona, but they are taking on the gloves. Those are a few relatively weak right hands. Tries to sweep him. The sweep is fantastic, and Arona has ended up in full mount on. Oh, no. Arona loads some big rights, but Shoji covers up well. Arona fires away with punches, but does a little in the way of damage. Shoji tries to sweep from the bottom, but Arona doesn't budge. Arona fires off some rights, but Shoji isn't troubled by them, as Shoji tries to get to half guard, but can't. Arona pounds away with rights. Shoji's, covering up and only a couple manage to get through. Arona tries to pound on Shoji, but none of them blows land with any degree of power, as now Shoji's giving up his back. As he can't get it hooked in, though. Ricardo Arona is really struggling with trying to get this rear naked choke. As, he just can't really... And that's the end of the round. Really, as far as fight metric goes, we have the takedown. Look at all those jabs. 55 jabs, plus the sweep and the pass. Really, it's all Arona, but I'd say it's a decent fight. Maybe even poor, but we'll see. As that's, Arona shoots him for the takedown right in the start. He gets it, side control. As takes a knee strike to the ribs from under side control. Does Akira Shoji attempts mounts. He gets mount, fires away with punches, but Shoji deals with him fairly well. Pounds away, but doesn't do much damage. Again, just not really landing a whole lot from mount. Just Shoji's really eating him. He tries to sweep from the bottom, but he doesn't budge. Halfway into the round, again, just keeping him fucking going away. It's not finishing him, but he's just landing punches. As he tries to sweep from the bottom, does Akira Shoji gets off the back again. Again, he can't hook in the rear naked choke. As, and then he's firing off some rights again. He's not finishing the fight, and it's over. Alright, Ricardo Arona won. Wasn't really, exciting, but he gets the win nonetheless. It was rated as good. That's surprising, because it really was just the same formulaic thing. But, I have Firefox to him. we get a good rating out of the prelim fight. As, oh wow. wants to fight Ryan Gracie. That's interesting. He knows how to use these interviews to sell himself. So that's good. He gets his pop-up. As Ricardo Arona wins his first ever MMA fight, and in his first fight in Pride, as Alexander Otsuka and Quinton Rampage Jackson. This was actually in the heavyweight division, so we made this fight. Obviously, Quinton Rampage Jackson more of a middleweight, which is kind of funny to say, obviously, looking in the grand scheme of his career. But here, we're just, instead of having a catch fight, we just made it a heavyweight fight. As this is not going to go, it's actually kind of close, plus 330 and minus 420. But we'll see how it goes. Our referee, our judges. Round 1 begins, they touch gloves. Can't hit a setup left jab, but he then hits a nice straight right hand. He fails to find a home for his jab, but then scores with the right cross, steps in, and he looks to unleash. Throws a quick punch, but doesn't hit it. A jab is wide, but then he catches Otsuka with a right hook. He's looking confident, shorting the ranges, so he looks to strike. A jab is wide for Jackson, then hits a crunching straight right to the jaw, and he knocked him out. And that's it. No, it's not it. He says he's going to start to fucking... Now he's pounding away on him after he got knocked down. As he can't defend it, and the referee's got to pull in. And, yep. Winner by TKO, Quinton Rampage Jackson in a minute 40. As 1-6 for Alexander Otsuka. 3-0 for Quinton Rampage Jackson. He knocked him out. As he name checks everyone to Team Punishment. As Quinton Rampage Jackson says that he's having an after-show winners party at a local club and invites everyone to drop in. That sounds like something he would say. That's fucking night at Roppongi for old Rich Franklin, for old Quinton Rampage Jackson. As Rich Franklin, Yoji Anjo, Owen 4-3-0, opening up the main show. A minus 1,200. I think we all know how this is going to end. As Big John McCarthy, our referee, our judges, we're underway. They touch gloves as he gets him in the corner. Hits a pair of jabs in the exchange. Oh, wow, Yoji Anjo does. Franklin connects with a nice jab and then lands a roundhouse kick to the body. As Anjo hits a jab but has nothing behind it. Lands a jab and misses the kick to the body. Putting him in the corner. As he bobs out of the way of a jab. Goes into the pocket in the corner. Can't connect with the setup strikes, but then it's a body kick. Again, getting him in the corner. Anjo lands 2 left hands. Yep, in exchange. Fails to, for a clever... he falls for the feint as, he tried to shoot in for the takedown. He caught him. Lands a jab, then catches a Yoji Anjo with a left roundhouse kick to the body. Again in the corner. Anjo fires off a corner jab, but doesn't connect. Rich Franklin hits a right jab, then lands a roundhouse kick to the body. Stalks Anjo back to the center of the ring. I was in the corner, rather. Sorry. As Anjo throws a counter left, but it doesn't connect. Rich Franklin can't connect with his setup strikes, but then he lands a roundhouse kick to the body again. And he's just fucking him up. It's just, he's not finishing the fight. He's just hitting him with jabs and kicks to the body. This is tough. Another stalking him in the corner. Can't connect on the jab. Rich Franklin hits the jab and then catches him with a crunching left hook. As, again, he's got a Yoji Anjo trapped in the corner. As a jab from Franklin then catches Anjo with a left roundhouse kick to the body. Avoids the jab, is able to move in the pocket. He finds a home for his jab, and then hits a nice straight left hand that lands hard. Exchange of blows comes and goes without either fighter really landing anything significant. Backs him up in the corner again, gets into the pocket, throws a 1-2 but doesn't land either blow. As he gets him in the corner again, Anjo manages a counter jab. He can't connect with the setup strikes, but then scores with a left roundhouse kick to the ribs. He moves into a transitional stance. Quickly exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. As now, Rich Franklin's kind of, breathing a little heavier. Stalking back into the corner, hits a counter left jab. Both fighters exchange. Franklin misses with a low kick. Is off target with a jab. It also finds his right cross blocked. Comes in looking for a strike. Can't hit the setup left jab and then lands a roundhouse kick to the body. As in the pocket again. As uses the left jab, doesn't hit the body kick follow-up. As he can't connect with the step strikes, but then lands a vicious right cross. And Anjo collapses that, knocked him out. As Rich Franklin wins by KO. 4-0 for Rich Franklin, 0-5 for Yoji Anjo. Decent, we'll take it. As show respect to his opponent, Yoji Anjo. Name checks all of his sponsors and whatnot. As the Rhino, Mike Bork, and Trey Trauma Tellingman. The next fight, minus 860 plus 680. This is not going to go well. Our referee, our judges, as Mike Bork looking 30 pounds heavier than his opponent. They touch gloves. They engage in the center. Slips past a right hook. Does Tellingman and counters with a right cross. Is Mike Bork looking to do a takedown? Gets a hold of a leg, but Tellingman remains standing, hopping on the other foot. He drives up against the ropes. Steps back to achieve some separation from Tellingman. They meet in the center. Bork is left off balance after failing for a cleverly executed feint as Bork misses a right cross and leaves him open for the counter. Tellingman attacks with a jab and a great right hook. Bork is hurt badly. That shot looks like oh man, he broke his fucking nose. This ain't good. This is gonna make him breathing a lot tougher for him and tire out quicker. As again, Trey Tellingman's just doing a great job with these counter strikes. Comes in after Mike Bork misses the right cross, and he hits a left jab and a great right hook. And oh no, Bork looks unsteady on his feet as he retreats and tries to cover up, and that last blow has rocked him. He winds up backed up against the ropes with nowhere to go. Tellingman tries to finish off with a scorching right hand, but Bork slips past it at the very last possible second. Circling back to the center, Mike Bork looks like he has regained his composure. That's going to be bad. Trey Tellingman's really doing a great job with his counter-striking. As Tellingman slips past a right hook attempt and again attacks with a jab and a right cross that just misses. Comes forward, Comedy steps into the pocket, lands a jab, then hits a nice straight right hand that lands hard, attacks with strikes. Mike Bork hits a pair of jabs in exchange. Tellingman can't hit a sub left jab and then hits Bork with a beauty of a straight right hand. Tellingman comes forward looking to force striking exchanges, moving into the pocket. Can't connect with a setup strike, but then hits a right cross that landed hard. As coming forward, the two fighters start trading blows. Mike Bork fires off a counter jab. He can't connect with a setup strikes as Tellingman, but then hits another straight right hand that lands hard. Comes forward, two fighters starting to trade some blows. Mike Bork misses within left within the exchange. He can't connect with the jab, does Trey Tellingman, but hits a nice straight right hand. Again, that nice straight right hand after the jab is really doing wonders for Trey Tellingman. As an exchange of strikes go nowhere, Mike Bork slowing down with his broken nose. They come together and trade leather, but neither fighter really does any damage. An exchange of strikes sees both fighters fail to land anything significant. Halfway in the first round, Tellingman stalks forward, pressuring Mike Bork up. As Mike Bork hits two counter left hands, though. And a jab hits home from Tellingman, and then hits another straight right hand that lands hard. Both fighters step up to strike. Mike Bork misses the left jab, but scores a great right hook. As Tellingman's off target with a jab and scores a great right hook. And Mike Bork is staggering back and covers up. He's hurt. Tellingman goes in under the guard and floors Bork with a right uppercut. Jesus Christ. And just unloading on punches, pounding away. This man is getting fucked up. It's Mike Bork. And the referee jumps in and saves Mike Bork. Thank God. TKO, Trey Tellingman. That was a great fight. That was a good little fight. Those two boys were swinging. That was good. Good fight. Yep, you gotta pray. Listen, Mike Bork, he broke his nose like 2 minutes in the fight. He fought the last 4 or 5 minutes with a broken nose. As Guy Metzger ends up Gracie. Let's see how it goes. Pretty close, minus 130 plus 100. 6'1" and 5'10", and he's got like a 7-inch reach advantage. That's nuts. As Big John McCarthy, our referee. Judges, as also Guy Metzger, 30 pounds heavier. We're underway. Metzger is looking confident, shortening the range so he can... obviously, that's smart. Hits a left jab and then hits Gracie with a straight right. Hits a couple of minor left hands, but misses with a low kick. As he's looking for... acknowledges some instructions from his corner with a curt nod of the head and returns his full attention to the fight. As Metzger moves in closer, looking to open up an attack. 2 jabs hit home from Metzger, and then he lands a big right hand, and oh god! And so Gracie covers up, retreating until pressed up against the ropes. He's on rubbery legs, he's hurt. As Metzger hits a short knee to the rib cage. Doesn't look like there's much behind it, does. Gracie manages to clear his head and circle around the ropes from the back to I thought he was going to get knocked out again. Man, that'd been tough. Going back-to-back fights and just getting your clock cleaned out in like a minute. A jab hits home from Metzger, and then he hits Gracie with a beauty of a straight right. Metzger lands a jab and then hits Gracie with a right hand to the side of the ribs. Man, that was kind of weird. The right side of the ribs, Jesus. As Metzger hits a left hand, but Gracie evades a big right to the body. As now Henzo Gracie's talking trash to Guy Metzger. Metzger throws a 2-punch combo, but Gracie avoids both of them. Gracie seizes the chance and grabs Metzger in a clinch. As he does a sweep, let's see if he gets it. He gets it. He gets the outside leg sweep, and now Metzger's got a pull guard. Begins working to pass the side control. Now he's in side control. Firing away, does Henzo Gracie. Blocks the attempt to pull guard. Trying to work from side control to mount. Can't get mount, but Metzger rolls away, and he's giving up his back instead. As now he's trying to get that rear naked choke. Metzger doesn't allow his arm to get under his chin. Blocks the roll. Gets both hooked in. Now he's looking to fucking get that rear naked choke. Again, no. Guy Metzger fighting it off. Trying to get getting his arm from underneath the chin. He's getting it again. He's defending him well. This is great job from Guy Metzger to survive this round here, as he's got 2 minutes left. Let's see if he can survive it. As he's really, eating shots now. Can't really land anything. As, just keeps on firing shots. Oh, looking to break free of the hooks, but they're too tight, and that's the end of the round, however. So, we have the I wouldn't say knockdown, but it did fuck him up with that punch. However, right afterwards, Henzo Gracie recovered, started talking trash, fucking swept the leg, and really controlled the rest of the fight. It's tough. It's a tough one to call because you're looking at the fight metrics, and obviously, comparing 13 strikes to 43 strikes, plus the takedown and the ground passes. But, really, Guy Metzger was winning that fight until, Henzo survived and took him down. It's going to be a close fight, though. This second round, I'm very interested to see how it goes. Both fighters are going to be starting off standing, though, so Metzger's going to be in control. We'll see if Henzo can take him down again. As it moves in on Gracie, preparing to throw. Gracie hits a jab and has no power behind it. Lands a left hand that hits Gracie with a straight right. Fails to find home his jab, but hits Gracie with a beauty of a straight right. Gracie again talking trash. Throws a quick punch, but that doesn't land. Henzo Gracie takes a chance and grabs him in the clinch. Another tripping takedown, but he gets stopped, though. Oh, that would have been crazy if he's talking trash from getting just his ass kicked. Does the trip again, but it gets blocked. Metzger sees it coming and blocks him. And then Metzger looking to sweep the leg with a sharp trip. As that's a great trip. He tripped up a Gracie. Let's see what happens now. Now Metzger has the back of Henzo Gracie. He's in a dominant position. He's looking for the rear naked choke, but Henzo's fighting it off as he manages to pull free of the hooks. As he gets him back again, though. Looking for that rear naked choke. Gracie's fighting him off. Both fighters looking for that rear naked choke. As he just keeps on hanging in there. That's Henzo Gracie. Final minute of the round. Metzger's pounding away. Gracie's struggling to deal with him. Again, just struggling to really deal with that. And that's the end of the fight. I have to give that to Guy Metzger. He completely won that second round. Yeah, that's a unanimous decision for Guy Metzger, in my opinion. See what the... Oh, yep, and all three judges give it to Guy Metzger. Yeah, that was a great fight. That really was. That was a really great fight. That was awesome. As Guy Metzger praises his team at Lion's Den, various sponsors. He praises Gracie for a tough fight. I love that, fucking Henzo Gracie talking trash. So here we got Bork, the Hammer Coleman, taking on the Predator Don Frye. Here we go. Big John McCarthy, our referee, the only man that can fucking referee these two men. As the fight begins, they touch gloves. Coleman had looked like he was angling to grapple, but he couldn't take the initiative. Frye can't connect with his setup strikes, but then it's a nice straight right hand. Coleman's looking for a takedown. He gets the single leg takedown. As now Don Frye's looking to, do something here. As he's starting to work past the guard. He's now in half guard. Coleman tries to pound on Frye, but none of the blows land with any degree of power. Coleman blocks an attempted move from half guard to full guard. Throws a few right hands, but just trying to catch his breath. Another block from Mark Coleman. Pounds away on Frye. A few of the shots laying clean. He tries to transition to full guard, but he can't manage it. Coleman pounds away with right hands, hitting several big shots. And there, he's trying to get his leg free of the half guard to get better positioning. He does. He's side control now. His knee strikes to the ribs. This is not good. The fucking Godfather ground and pounds doing his thing now. As he's trying to keep him guessing. Coleman blocks Frye as he tries to transition. Another knee strike to the ribs. Fires out a handful of punches, each easily being blocked with gloves. Frye is trying to transition the guard, but he can't. Looking to catch his breath. Coleman is content to just throw a couple of punches to the body. Again, doesn't get anywhere with it. Does Don Frye trying to pull guard. Referee brings them back up to their feet. A jab is wide from Don Frye, but then he catches Coleman with a crunching right hook. Coleman looked like he was going to step in and grapple, but Frye simply took the initiative first. Frye throws a quick punch, but that doesn't land. Coleman again looking for a takedown. Couldn't get it, as now just Don Frye's hopping in one place. As now he's pushing him up against the ropes. He tries to smother him up against the ropes, but Don Frye wrestles free and circles back to the center. Frye throws a punch, but Coleman was equal to it. Coleman takes a chance and grabs Frye into the clinch, looking to get a takedown. He can't get the takedown. Another try for the takedown. He gets it, though, using the underhooks for control, working the trip, so Don Frye now pulls half guard. Coleman punches down at Frye, but they are easily taken on the gloves, as Coleman blocks the transition. Fires off a few punches to catch his breath. Again, punching and blocking the transitions to full guard. Fires off a few punches to catch his breath. Pounds away, not doing minimum damage. As obviously Coleman's just going to lay on for the rest of the fight. And that's that. So we have the 2 out of 4 takedowns. Don Frye landed 2 punches the whole time. One standing with the power, one with jab. But really, that was all Mark Coleman for the most part. I felt like Don Frye was doing a little bit better than what these fight metrics were giving off. It felt like he was landing a lot more punches and jabs, but looking at these fight metrics, it's all Mark Coleman. Which that makes sense, minus 580, plus 460 for Don Frye. But Frye throws a quick punch, and that doesn't land. Looking to get him in the clinch, trying to muscle him up against the ropes. He does it, as Coleman just smothering up against the ropes. Not really doing anything. He's just going to wait it out. He knows he's won the fight by unanimous decision, so he's just going to wait it out. Yep, just wearing him down. Yep, John McCarthy breaking it up. Starting to breathe a little heavier. Both guys now starting to breathe a little heavier. As Coleman looks like he wants to grapple, but the threat of getting hit is keeping him in from rushing in. Throws a quick punches, seizing the opportunity. Coleman gets the clinch, looks for the takedown. Don Frye wrestles his way out of it, looking for another takedown. It does Don Frye this time, though, but it gets blocked by Mark Coleman. 60 seconds left. Underhooks, Coleman looking for the takedown. Frye blocks it. And Don Frye looking for the takedown. Both guys just fighting for the takedowns, but they can't get it. They're blocking each other, and that's the end of the fight. Yeah, I gotta give it to Mark Coleman. It just, Don Frye, he had a great effort in that second round. If it was 2 10-minute rounds, I think it would have been a very interesting fight. But, let's see. Yep, give it a unanimous decision. Mark Coleman, average fight. That makes sense. As, thanks everyone connected to Hammer House, helping prepare for this fight, the sponsors, supporting him financially. Oh, wow, he wants Igor. Alright. Everybody wants Igor in the heavyweight division. As Jeremy Horn, Hoist Gracie, minus 760, plus 600 for the betting lines for here at Pride 11 Battle of the Rising Sun. As a 38-6-4 Jeremy Horn at 25 years old, that's insane. Takes on a 33-12-1-1 Hoist Gracie. Here we go, Big John McCarthy, our referee. As our ringside judges, 25 pounds heavier is Jeremy Horn. Touch gloves. Jeremy Horn connects with a jab, but he finds nothing but air with a big right. Hits a jab, lands a right hand. Oh, he's got a cut. Hoist Gracie's been busted open. Nasty cut on the scalp. Connects with a nice jab, then catches Gracie with a right hook. Fails to find home with a jab, and then hitting the right hook. Horn lanes the left hand, then hits a nice straight right hand. As they threw a punch, but Gracie was equal to it. Gracie takes the chance and grabs Horn into the clinch. Tries to wrestle Horn backwards up against the ropes. And he does. Looking for a trip takedown. Horn blocks it. As he can't break free, though. Looking for that trip takedown again. He gets it. Slick trip. He is left down under side control now. Wow. As now Gracie throws a few weak-looking punches. As he decides on his next move, he transitions to half guard. Gracie keeps him guessing with a few quick strikes. Horn works some separation, then he tries to quickly scramble his way into better position. Wasn't enough separation, though, as Gracie is able to catch him and secure side control. Gracie punches down at Horn. They're easily taking on the gloves. Pulls half guard as Jeremy Horn throws a few right hands as he takes a moment to plan ahead. Horn uses an underhook to work some separation, then quickly scrambles. Gracie seizes the opportunity as Horn was too slow and gets caught in side control. Unloads some right hands, but Horn is dealing with them carefully as he's just taking shots now. Oh, wow. He's looking to trip Hoist in half guard. Can't land anything. He gets some separation, tries to scramble. Can't. Gracie stops it, catches him, and secures side control again. Not really doing a lot of damage from the top is Hoist Gracie, but Jeremy Horn gets half guard. Another few weak-looking punches, trying to see what he can do next. Horn tries to get full guard on Gracie, but doesn't get anywhere with it. Throwing strikes without any venom. Gracie fires away with punches, but Horn doesn't take any undue damage. Horn gets some separation, tries to scramble for position. Gracie's too quick, grabs side control again before Horn can get up. As Gracie pounds away with right hands, doesn't get anything with damage. That's the end of the round. So yeah, Jeremy Horn was making him fight for everything after once Hoist took him down. But yeah, I mean Hoist, he landed a lot of jabs. He had the takedown. Once they were standing, it was all Jeremy Horn. But the takedown, you were in Hoist's wheelhouse. It's gonna be an interesting second round. We'll see how it goes. As Gracie had the cut too. With Jeremy Horn doing that. Honestly, I'd give it to Jeremy Horn. I know it felt like that was a lot of Hoist Gracie towards the end and most of the fight, but with the cut, with him standing up, he was really doing a lot of damage. I felt like, so I felt like he won that round. As a jab is wide from Horn, but they didn't catches Gracie with a low kick to the front leg. Throws a quick punch, it doesn't land. As Gracie trying to get in the clinch, he gets the clinch, but Horn defends the takedown. As Gracie's trying to push Horn up against the ropes. Horn out-wrestles him, though. Horn attempting to leg sweep him, and he gets an outside leg sweep. Just like that. So that's huge for Jeremy Horn. Looking to win the round with a takedown. As Horn unloads with some right hands, but Gracie dealing with him comfortably. As Horn blocks Gracie as he tries to transition the guard. Horn throws a few strikes without any venom. Blocking Gracie. Fires off a handful of punches, each easily being blocked with gloves. Horn blocks Gracie as he tries to transition the guard. Tries to pound on Gracie, but all the blows are comfortably dealt with. As Gracie tries to move to guard, but Horn doesn't allow it. Horn fires off a few punches as he catches his breath. Gracie tries to move to guard, but Horn doesn't allow it. No progress. John MacArthur stands back up for the last 30 seconds of the fight, which Horn connects with a jab and then misses the vicious right hand. As he tried to get in close as Hoist Gracie, but Horn took the initiative first, and he hits a jab and a right hook to end the fight and end the second round. I think that's all Jeremy Horn. I mean, I felt like he, just from damage, won the first round. That second round wasn't even close. Unanimous decision, Jeremy Horn. Someone gave it to Gracie. Alright. Oh, okay. So, 2-1 split decision, Jeremy Horn. Yeah, I think that one judge, I don't know. Jeremy Horn completely dominated that second round, it felt like. So, it's just, as Jeremy Horn gives a name check to everyone at Militich Fighting Systems, or Pat Militich, as all of his various sponsors and all his friends, family, supporters. He is asked who he'd like to face next in his fight, and he replies he has a lot of respect for the skills of Enson Inoue, and he thinks that it'd be a great fight. Yeah, I mean, Enson Inoue, Jeremy Horn. I think he's got the advantage, though, against Enson Inoue. That's for sure. As nobody get DeCada. Ogawa. In a Pride heavyweight fight, 4-0, 3-4. Nobody get DeCada. 6'4", 255. Nobody get Ogawa. Just combine them, as Ogawa is a hoss of a man. Big John McCarthy again. Referee back-to-back fights. Our judges has a 45-pound weight advantage. He's got the reach. Ogawa, being in front of his own crowd, gets a loud cheer. We're underway. Ogawa chooses to shoot in on DeCada. He gets it. Single leg takedown. Tries to pound on DeCada, but all the blows are comfortably dealt with. Doesn't let DeCada pull him in close to be smothered, trying to pass guard. He advances now, he's in half guard. Ogawa's trying to get out of half guard and into a better position. Ogawa struggles, but cannot find a way past and remains stuck in half guard. DeCada's trying to sweep Ogawa, doesn't get it. Ogawa starts trying to work to get out of half guard and into a better position. Half guard proves to be no trouble for Ogawa. It passes to side control with ease. Ogawa fires off a few punches, aren't with anything. DeCada tries to pull guard on Ogawa, but doesn't get anywhere with the attempt. Ogawa looking to get mount, as DeCada keeps Ogawa at side control, as he blocks the attempt to pull guard. He's catching his breath as Ogawa, looking to set up something, probably going to mount. Again, throwing punches, trying to block the transition, as Ogawa fires off a handful of punches, getting blocked. Big John McCarthy stands him back up, as looking to get in close, but DeCada aggressively took the initiative. DeCada throws a punch, but Ogawa avoids it, and he does a takedown. Another takedown, half guard, as 2 for 2 on takedowns. Ogawa fires away with punches, no damage. Throws a few right hands, but is mainly trying to catch his breath. Ogawa blocks DeCada as he tries to sweep from half guard. Ogawa attempts to pass half guard and gain a better position. He passes guard with ease, moving straight into mount. Ogawa pounds away with rights, and DeCada is eating some heavy shots. This is not good, as he is just ground and pounding the fuck out of DeCada, and this is not good, as, now all the blows are being comfortably dealt with, as Ogawa blocks DeCada as he tries to sweep him. Fires away with punches, but DeCada deals with him fairly well. Ogawa pounds away on DeCada, but can't land anything significant. So DeCada calmly deals with him. Ogawa blocks DeCada as he tries to sweep him. That's the end of the round. Obviously, pretty much all Ogawa. Yeah, I mean, he literally landed no strikes and was 0 for 4 on sweeps. All Ogawa. All Ogawa for sure. As, yep, wasn't the most exciting round we've seen, but hopefully things can pick back up. Probably won't. Here comes the takedown, single leg takedown. DeCada pulls guard. Ogawa throws a few relatively weak right hands in guard. Ogawa throws a couple of punches designed to keep DeCada guessing. DeCada tries to get a double underhook on Ogawa so they can get some control, but he can't get them. Ogawa attempts to pass guard and gain better position. DeCada comfortably blocks the attempt and keeps Ogawa in guard. DeCada tries to pull Ogawa in close to smother him, but he doesn't get anywhere with it. Not allowing his opponent any room to work for submissions, Ogawa keeps him close contact, just throwing punches short and just to the point. He tries to get double underhooks on Ogawa, but he can't get them, as, again, keeping close to the body contact, just throwing short strikes to the body and the head. Doesn't let DeCada pull him in to be smothered. Ogawa clings very tightly to DeCada while using short strikes, so he doesn't get caught. So he can just end this fight with a win, being 5-0, as he, again, stops the double underhook. John McCarthy has to stand him back up, as aggressively comes forward, willing to risk getting hit so they can grapple, as DeCada lands a left jab, but Ogawa avoids the big right. Ogawa seizes the chance and grabs DeCada in the clinch. He's got him in the Muay Thai clinch, as he's got DeCada by the back of his head. A big knee to the chest, as he misses the knee strike, but he still got and again, another sternum crunching knee to the chest, and that's the end of the fight. So Ogawa probably would have knocked him out had it been a 10-minute round in the second round, but it is what it is. He wins the fight, no doubt, unanimous decision. So Ogawa, yep, average fight. So, I mean, for this, Ogawa gives a name check to everyone at DeCada Dojo and all his various sponsors and thanks all of his fans, family, supporters. He highlights that he's still undefeated and says that other fighters are avoiding him because he is unbeatable. Air quotes. As, just barely got the high critical rating. But this was more of like a hometown hero getting a win in front of his hometown people type of thing. The gate was huge. 14,000 attendance. That shouldn't have been a split decision. But that, the Mike Bork, Trey Tellingman fight was fun. And the guy Metzger Gracie fight was actually really, really good. I should have switched this to this. Should have back-to-back Gracies. But also I saw back-to-back Gracies lose, so maybe not. And the prelims fights were good. So that was fun. But yeah, we'll take it though. I mean, I think we increased pop and everything, and So, I mean, that's all you can ask for, really. Guy Metzger and Enzo Gracie won Fight of the Night. Rich Franklin KO the night. Awesome. Awesome. So, 1-3 million. As, we'll skip that. So, alright. So, now, basically, what we'll do is, we'll end the episode, obviously. But at the end of the year, we'll kind of show some of the end of the year awards type of thing. Just to kind of see what's coming to Tim Silva. Bigfoot Silva. We might, let's, I'm gonna shortlist him at least, see if someone's trying to sign him. Oh, Bigfoot. As, Josh Thompson. Wow. A lot of people coming in. As, Ricardo got cut from, Pancrase. Yeah, that makes sense. It's Oleg. Yep. His Oleg lost, though. Alright, so, yeah, that's what we'll do. That will probably be tomorrow's upload for the day. It's kind of like an end-of-the-year recap and seeing what's going on in the MMA world. A lot of people getting renewed on their contracts. Good. Carlos Beretta got cut as well. Alright. So, yeah, we will, Mike Bork with his broken nose. So, yeah, we'll get you guys for the end of the year to kind of see what all the awards are and stuff. Take care, everyone.